Tell me what happened in the fold. What saved you?
You won't believe me, but it was a sun summoner.
Oh, Netflix want it bad, guys. They want Game of Thrones, but they just can't quite find it. Nothing will ever be Game of Thrones. Hell, even Game of Thrones wasn't Game of Thrones by the end. They tried The Witcher, Warrior Nun, Cursed. They'll do anything to make it happen. And I mean, to be fair, The Witcher is probably the closest anybody has come to replacing Thrones, but what about Shadow and Bone? Based on a series of books, good start. This story is set in a really confusing world. I mean, what the hell is happening here? There's guns. One part looks medieval, another part looks Victorian, kind of. There's a country that's just a Western film. I don't know what the vibe is meant to be, but basically there's this war ongoing. There's one race of people that are from the Avatar universe, except there's not just firebenders and airbenders. There's also this big boss general man who is a shadow bender? You know what, that does sound pretty cool. These people are hated by many of the other races of people on the planet because the ancestor of the general used his shadow darkness power things to create the Fold, a great wave of darkness that separates the lands, etc. And it's hugely difficult to travel through. But young Alina Starkov is headed there with her childhood best friend Mal. They're poor and all, and they fight for the first army, which is the human army. Second army is all the freaks. I mean benders. I mean magic folks. God damn it. So when they run into some of the many terrifying monsters that live in the Fold, and she is unveiled as the legendary mythical lightbender, sun summoner, whatever, she is taken to the Darkling to be trained as a warrior and potentially saint of the second army instead. Meanwhile, Mal is tasked with tracking down a mythical deer. The Darkling gets real friendly with Alina. There's this whole thing with another magic lady who is captured by people who hunt magic ladies. And we also follow a man who owns a club in the western looking country and his assassin lady friend that doesn't want to kill, and their gunslinger associate who gets commonly distracted. The Crows, baby. It all comes together eventually, trust me. Anyway, here is my 1 minute review for Shadow and Bone. I mean, I don't think it is quite The Witcher, but this is going to do a lot for Netflix, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with me. It starts out fast, and the whole season moves fast, because this kind of show, Netflix isn't able to greenlight, especially for a first season, the budget that you would need for enough episodes to move this at a reasonable pace. Everything happens quickly. Then as you spend more time in that world with all of these people, you begin to realize, at least I did, that I like all of the characters, or at least all the ones I'm meant to like, which is astounding. Even Game of Thrones, every time it switched to Bran's story, I was going, but this, I like everybody it's introduced, I like where it's going, I like everything about it, and I'm kind of shocked. I didn't expect to like it very much. I do feel like there could be more episodes in the second season that would maybe be better, but at the same time, they can use this short number to their advantage going forwards as well. So for now, I'm giving the backup in case The Witcher gets shit all of a sudden, 82 out of 100. It's something that can improve from here to being an all-time classic favourite show for me. Honestly, it really could. And in terms of the fantasy genre, following on from Thrones, it just, there's a hole there and nothing is filling it, so everything can fill it a little bit. This is definitely filling a part of that. That is all for this one, guys. Do let me know what other things you want to see. Get a 1 minute review. There are so many things. So many movies, TV shows, and games. So all of them. Yep, lots. Everything. But you can subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more of those or streams or any of the other weird stuff I do. God, a lot of weird stuff.